Hello, Musa.
Good morning to the both of you. Here's the news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the posting of 3 ambassadors designate out of the 68 confirmed by the Senate last December. A statement by Bayo Nanuga, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, indicates that President Tinubu confirmed the postings of Ambassador Ayodele Oke as the ambassador designate to France and Colonel Latif Ari as the ambassador designate to the United States of America. Also confirmed by the President is the posting of Ambassador Amin El-Hatu, former ambassador to South Korea, as the High Commissioner designate to the United Kingdom. In a memo to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, President Tinubu urged the ministry to notify the governments of the 3 countries about the ambassadors designate in accordance with diplomatic procedures. Shell is considering an additional $20 billion investments in Nigeria as a result of the encouragement by the better enabling environment created by Tinubu administration's reforms. Oil and gas giant, Chief Executive Officer of Shell PLC, while Sawad, who led the company's delegation on a visit to President Bola Tinubu, commended the leadership prowess of the Nigerian leader for creating incremental incentives for businesses to thrive in the country.
Best and incentivize the opportunities, and that's what I'm doing. What we promise is what we will deliver.
The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has emphasized that the protection of citizens across religious and ethnic lines remains paramount, stressing that Nigeria is committed to ensuring freedom of belief and peaceful coexistence. He stated this at a high-level working group meeting between the Nigerian government and U.S. representatives.
This protection of all citizens, Christians, Muslims, and those of other beliefs is non-negotiable. Violence framed along religious lines is treated as an attack on the Nigerian state itself. Our response, therefore, integrates security operations, rule of law, humanitarian safeguards, and strategic communication.
The federal government has formally declared a national security emergency in vulnerable and high-risk areas, authorized, intensify joint operations, and directed the sustained deployment of security forces to priority locations. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, stated this on the sidelines of the Nigeria-U.S. security engagement held at the Office of the National Security Advisor in Abuja. He also added that Nigeria is working to strengthen early warning and developing a national database to provide a single authoritative source of accurate and verifiable figures on casualties arising from violence, strengthening evidence-based decision-making, accountability, and effective security responses.
This cooperation has translated into very tangible operational gains. It has enhanced our intelligence sharing. It has also brought about closer coordination between the United States of America, AFRICOM, and Nigeria's military.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, uncovers 2 emerging financial crimes masterminded by foreign nationals, where more than 900,000 Nigerians have lost more than 18 billion naira. The Commission urges citizens to be very careful with their personal identities in order to avoid being scammed by these Ponzi schemers.
Of all these schemes is the compromise of our national financial space. A new generation bank and 6 fintechs and microfinance banks are involved in this.
The first prosecution witness in the case of the alleged cyberbullying and cyber crimes instituted against Omoyele Sowore by the federal government at the Thursday's sitting tendered a video of the president's speech in Brazil and screenshots of the reaction of the defendant to the post. Well, that's the news for now. Good morning, Nigeria continues after the break.